Hello out there, ladies and gentlemen. You're now tuned into the Kevin Sullivan channel. Thank you for watching my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Here at my channel, we talk about many issues, topics, and things of the world. Today, and since I started my channel, I've been talking about narcissists and narcissism abuse, which is a touching subject topic to me, and because I've been through it my whole life, and I want to help people out there who's going through it, been through it, and help them understand and recover from it and understand it and how to avoid it. And for those who don't know, so you do know, so you won't have to go through what me and millions of other people has been through. So thank you for watching my channel again. Like, share, and subscribe. So with that being said, the first thing you have to know to have recovery from narcissist abuse and narcissism abuse is that you have to understand that first, who you are, and that would be either empath, codependent, or generally a nice person, period, all around the board. A good person. And what attracts you to the narcissist is that the good qualities and of a good human being that you are. That's what attracts the narcissist to you. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind and understand. Another thing is that you have to understand, in order to have narcissist recovery, is that the narcissist is a demonic spirit, most likely the Jezebel spirit. I'll talk about that one day in another video. They are very evil, and that the narcissist is here to destroy you. And so once you understand that and get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what a narcissist is, what they do, what they're all about, then that also helps you into recovery from narcissist abuse. Because if you don't know, then you don't understand what you're dealing with, and you don't know how dangerous you need to get out of that situation and stay away from them. And also understand that the narcissists are like vampires. They are energy vampires, they are emotional vampires, and they are sexual vampires, to where they suck all your energy out. They drain you. They mentally, physically drain you, spiritually drain you, physically drain you, sexually drain you. And it's like a vampire with blood, or like when a bull sees red. That's what the narcissist, like, say you are blood and the narcissist is the vampire. Can you picture that? Or the narcissist is a bull and you are the red flag that they always hold in front of the bull eyes. That's exactly what goes on when you're out in the world as we live in, and a narcissist sees us, sees you or me or anybody like us. So they go into a tunnel vision to get you, because they need you to survive. People like us, though, they won't date or deal with anybody in like an intimate relationship as well or as much as they want to deal with us, because people like them are not willing to give what we give and be who we are, in order to fake it with another one. Which two narcissists do coexist together, or you could say like they be in a relationship together, but it's hectic and drama. But that's kind of like the end result for a narcissist, I guess, who's just washed up. They end up with each other. So, but for the most part, they want empath, codependents, or generally across the board a good person like you or me. So with that being said, once you understand that and know that, then you understand that you have to come to a point to where, once you know that the narcissist, what they're about, what you've been dealing with, who you are, what attracts you to the narcissist, and why they want to deal with you, which is for all the wrong reasons, to destroy your life and to make you miserable like them, then you can kind of move forward to the point to where you're like, okay, I don't want to go through this no more. I'm not confused or don't understand what's been going on, and then now you understand it's not you, it was the narcissist, then you know what a narcissist is, then you know that your partner was a narcissist, and then it helps you not to want to become a narcissist victim. It helps you not to become a narcissist victim because you understand that they are hunting for you, and so that from now when you are interacting with people, especially when it comes to a relationship, you understand what they're all about, and you get to see all the red flags and know that, okay, you're being hunted by a narcissist. So that also helps in the recovery too, because without this information, you don't know who the enemy is, how the enemy's coming, and you don't know what to look out for and what to watch. Therefore, you will fall into the trap every time, and you'll keep recycling and going back and forth and dealing with a narcissist, and that won't be good because you won't never recover. You'll just be going in and out of a relationship with the same narcissist, or just with different narcissists throughout your life. So also that helps and is very important. Okay, so once you understand them things about who you are, codependent, a good person or empath, and that, okay, the narcissist wants you because of that, and what they want to use you for, and why they, and what they use you for. Once you understand that, okay, and then once you are ready to let go of any relationship with a narcissist that you have are having right now, and once you got all the information you need to know, then you can start your healing process. The first thing you have to do is go through processing everything and understanding everything, because there's a lot of information to take in. So then you can deal with the healing process. And first with the healing process is that it takes time. Like they say, time heals all wounds. So, and you're gonna need that. You can't jump into another relationship. First, that you need to be out of a relationship for a while. I'm about to get into that. But first is the overwhelming of dealing with a narcissist and everything that comes with dealing with a narcissist, and the aftermath of it, the damage they did to you, the confusion they did to you, realizing all the lies, the smoke and mirrors. Because then once you realize who they are, you got to deal with the smear campaign, which I will get into that in later video. Then you have to deal with the lies in the smear campaign they told about you. Then you find out the lies of that the narcissist told you. You got to deal with the trail of the debris, all the dysfunction. You have to deal with all of this, and this is overwhelming. It's just so much you have to end up dealing with after the relationship with the narcissist, that you really need to, once you get to the point to where you're done with dealing with narcissists, you really to fix what you need to fix about you, and you really need to, and you really want to make sure that you never date a person like that again, because you understand what you was dealing with is not you, and you understand what was been going on, and you're ready to not have that happen anymore in your life. Okay, so once that's all said and done, and you get to that point to where you're in the healing process, while you're in the healing process, you have to be focused on you. You don't need to be focused on the narcissist no more. You don't need to be focused on them, worried about them, thinking about them, which is, it will be kind of hard, because, you know, you start to get the information and realize what this person is and who they really are. And it's like, wow, it's mind blowing. It's still overwhelming. And then you're worrying about, will they contact me again? And then also you have to be to the point to where even if they contact you, well, first you're going to want to block them from any social media. You want to block them from calling you, or even change your number. If you want to, if you feel there's a need to, move, relocate, and leave no trail to where you move, not even a state, the city, not even a continent, wherever you be moving to or how far it is. And also cut all contact with the narcissist friends and family, and also their flying monkeys. Cut all contact with all of them so that they can't reach you or bother you, because you're going to need your space from the narcissist 100% to be dealing with the healing process and to focus more on you and get back to yourself and get back to the core of you and understanding who you are again and getting back to you and focus on the things you need to be focused on for your life to move forward. Because believe it or not, the narcissists pause our life and set us back once we are dealing with them. They first of all, they put us in a hole and keep throwing dirt over and over on us, and then once we finally and we have to get out of that. We got to get out, throw the dirt back off of us and climb out of that hole. And then we still, after that, left with the dirt and the debris of coming out of that. And then we still have to get that off of us, wash our clothes, shower. So that's something important that you also need to know in the recovery of narcissist abuse. Also, with the recovery of narcissist abuse, you have to be very patient. You have to love yourself and have self-respect for yourself, and you have to understand that it's not your fault. You are a good person. Don't have low self-esteem. Don't think it's your fault it's happened. Don't think you're stupid for falling for this and dealing with this type of person, because you have to still remind yourself and understand, like, this person that the person that you was dealing with isn't the person you was introduced to at first. You have to remember that. And I mean, if you was that dumb and you was that stupid, the narcissist wouldn't have faked who they were for you to let them in their life and you to enter their life. You get it? Because if you was that dumb, they could have just been whoever they was, and from day one, and you would have still been in a relationship with them. So once you understand that also helps not to down yourself or have low self-esteem, and also to love yourself again and have self-respect for yourself again 100%. Also, you want to try your best to block them out your mind as much as you can, even though they will come to your mind. It's natural. Don't think like, oh, I can't get over them. You can, you will, but at first, it's a dramatic situation, so it'll take some time, but you will get over it. And it takes time. It's almost like a habit. You start slow until it's like really the taste out of your mouth, or you just put it down completely. It's the same thing with dealing with the narcissist. And also, the devil give you selective memory, especially when it comes to toxic relationships, dealing with people, to where you start to think about how good they were to you. And that's what it is with the narcissist. A narcissist is like a roller coaster, because it's either a straight high up or it's a straight down low. Because once they are love bombing you and over evaluating you in the first stage, they do it so aggressively extreme to, they love bomb you to the extreme, to the max. They don't hold back. They go full in. They go all in. And so that's a big high or rush. It's like, woof. And so then once they go to the second stage of devaluing you, and the discard is so much of a low. Like, it's straight, boom, it's a straight going down, like to the point to where, dang, I hurt my fingers. To the point to where it's like, oh man, it's very overwhelming. It's a very emotional roller coaster. So that's something you have to understand too. That will keep playing in your mind. What they did to you and all the wrong they did, but more of how good they was, because they had you so infatuated with this false person that they was, that keeps you with them, even going through with the BS with them and all the type of abuse they give you. It could be they abuse you physically, mentally, sexually, spiritually, and financially. So you gotta understand that that love bombing and that false self that they put on you, how awesome they was so powerful and strong, because they did it to the extreme, that when you're going through all of this drama and nonsense and turmoil with them, that stuff still keeps you in there, because you're like, where's this great, awesome person that I know, where is it at? And you like hoping you get that back and wait around for it and believe you're gonna get that, because that's the first person that they showed you. Like they said, the first impression is always the best impression. Yeah, you understand why the narcissist does that. And so also in the recovery stage from narcissism abuse is that once you also understand what I just said, you can have a good peace of mind. Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm only thinking about them, you know what I'm saying, because it was so a dramatic situation, you know, so okay, boom. But as you focus on you and don't focus on them, you will startly get them. And then once you realize how much BS they, you know, how much of a no good person they was, you'll be like, oh, you know, why I don't even want to deal with a person like that, you know. So once you say, okay, this person is really the last person they showed me, they not the first person they showed me, so that'll help you, like, oh, I don't want to deal with nobody like that, because you really wouldn't. If you would have never been introduced to the false side, which is a wonderful self, a false self, a persona of the narcissist, you wouldn't even dealt with them. You would have been like, I ain't dealing with nobody like that. So that's what you have to also take in consideration. So now is that you have to focus on you and getting back to you of the core, who you are, what you like, what you done, because the narcissist also drains you and took a lot of your energy, took your personality and everything about you, your dreams, and then they try to imitate that in their life and their personality and who they are. And that's what they come to do, is drain you and take from you. And that's how they survive. And then they can go betray who you are and take all your good qualities and everything about you and pretend like that's them for the next victim. And then they're gonna do the same thing with the next victim. And they just keep going and going and going to the day they die. So now you have to say, I'm focused on me. Okay, what is it that you need to focus on? Who you are. Because you was who you was before you got in the relationship with the narcissist. You know, whatever you was doing, whatever your hobbies was, your craft was, your gift was, your talent was, your skill was, what you was thinking about, what you was aiming for, what you was focused on, who you, what type of person you are, what do you care about, what is your existence for, what are you alive for, what are you here for, what type of being are you, you know, everything that's about you, the core, what's your morals, values, your principles, what's your code of honor, what's your code of conduct. All of these things are important once you are in the recovery of narcissist abuse. And as the time go by, all these things will come back to you. You remember who you was, because dealing with the narcissist, you forgot who you were. And this is the important part, and it very much is well needed in the recovery of narcissism. So you have to really focus on these things, and it helps. So, and also you got to start going to do things, go out and have fun and have that joy back in life, because the narcissist took all the joy from your life. So you have to get your joy back. You know what I'm saying? If you messed up relationship with your kids because of the narcissist, you have to go and get that back. You know what I'm saying? Get your relationship with your kids back, your relationship with your family back. If they not narcissists, if they narcissists, don't even worry about it. But if they not, and you ruined their relationships because of the narcissist, you need to go get that back. You need to go fix them relationships back. So fix what you can fix that is important and that need to be fixing. You know, what don't need to be fixed, don't worry about it. But what need to be fixed, fix that. You know, relationship with real good friends that you have that you might have ruined, or, you know, things went kind of left field because of your relationship with the narcissist. Go fix that. Go, you know, go take care of that. That's important also too. So, like I said, like, you need to be focused on you, because the narcissists ain't focused on you. They are not thinking about you only when they want to come back to see if they can get you again. They focus on what they're doing with the other new supply they have, the new victim they have. They getting high off that, so they not thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing that, you start enjoying your life, start going out, start doing things, learn how to do things that you wasn't doing before by yourself, you know, or even doing with friends. Don't be focused on a relationship, because if you focus on a relationship, once you just got out of the toxic relationship with the narcissist, all you're going to do is run into another narcissist. Like, you can't, even with the information that you have, you still have to be careful and process everything and really get to a point to where you get that fresh breath of air, like where you can really breathe, and you done with the past that you had with the narcissist, and you ready for a new fresh beginning, and you really heal the wounds. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, be careful before you revisit or scratch the surface. It's kind of like when you have a scab or a wound and it's not fully healed, and you scratch that surface too early or put too much, you know, pressure on it or mess with it too early, it's going to reopen back to where it all was again. You know what I'm saying? If not worse. So that's what you have to realize when you in narcissist recovery, is that don't think about no relationship. Don't want to get in a relationship. Focus on you and really healing. You'll know when you get to that point to where you're really ready. You'll know. But don't focus on it now. Give it time, because it's going to take time for you to go through and process everything that you went through and really heal from it and really get back into yourself and doing the things you need to do. And so with that said, you need to focus on you doing everything that you put it on pause for the narcissist, everything that you put on hold for the narcissist, everything you gave up because of narcissist, everything you didn't do for the narcissist, you know, and everything that you was doing, you started for the narcissist, stop. Everything that, you know, you did for the narcissist, you know, some stuff you can't get back, some stuff you can't take back, but the things that you did, you can take that back. And the stuff that you gave up, do. The stuff you gave up for the narcissist, do. Don't give that up, do it. Go back to what you was doing, like before you met the narcissist, because you was who you was before you dealt with the narcissist. And so with that said, now you need to just go out and enjoy life. Do the things that you didn't do before, like, you know, or start doing things by yourself that you did with the narcissist, or that you didn't do because you was with the narcissist. Go to the movies, go by yourself. You need to start spending more time with yourself also, and doing things on yourself. Like, you need to go to the movies by yourself. And my narcissist recovery, I wasn't been focused on relationship for years. I was just focused and happy on me, being able to take care of myself, not having to deal with this person no more. Me, when I was done with this person, my life was miserable. It was like so many problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't been working because of narcissists, go to work. You know, this last narcissist I was dealing with, like, going to work was a problem. You know what I'm saying? And also, I want to remind you that the longer you've been with this narcissist, is the longer it's going to take for you to heal and process. You know, because you've been digging this deep hole for yourself in your life, that the deeper the hole, and as long as it took for you to get in that hole, with the narcissist helping you dig the hole and throwing dirt on you while you digging the hole and helping you dig the hole, the longer it's going to take for you to get out of this hole. So don't think that you've been in a 10-year toxic relationship with a narcissist and 3 months everything is going to be fixed and you're ready to go back on the market and you're ready to, you know, live your life and things of that nature, because that's not true. It's too early. You know, you need to focus on, you know, how long you've been dealing with them. You need to get rid of bad old habits. You need to get rid of the need to people please people, and as soon as somebody stomp their foot, you ready to jump at it and be a people pleaser, because that's basically what you were for the narcissist, and that's why they chose you, because of that. And so you need to understand, like, you need to balance that out, and that's another thing I need to learn. I need to balance that out, and that's for everybody. You need to balance that out and say, okay, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I still need to be who I am, but I just need to balance it out and not do it for people who are just people like the narcissism, people who just want to use you and benefit off of the good features that you have that they don't have. And also, it's like, once you understand, you have to need time to dig yourself out of that hole and fix what you need to fix. You need to start cleaning up your life, because the narcissist somewhere dirtied up your life or end up manipulating you and putting you in contradicting, or putting you in situations where you end up reacting to doing certain stuff that kind of backfired on you, or just the stuff that they did that you need to you need to clean up. It's gonna be stuff you need to clean up and fix in your life. You know what I'm saying? Also, while you're starting a new, fresh life. So that's very important and need to be known too. And also, you also need to understand is that you need to get back to having fun and enjoying your life, and also spending time to yourself. Start going out. Start taking yourself out on dates on your own. That's what I do. I mean, I go out to the places I like to eat. I go by myself. I have a wonderful time. I go by myself, go to out to eat all the time. I don't even think about having somebody to take with me. I go to the movies by myself and enjoy it and watch a movie, laugh in the movie by myself, have a wonderful time. I do everything and have fun by everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I make my money by myself, take care of myself by myself. It's just awesome. It's just wonderful. And especially since I've been through all my life the narcissist abuse, and also especially with the relationships I had with females, back to back all my life, for so many years, for so long, that I'm enjoying just being by myself and not dealing with negative drama with people, because having a narcissist partner is always turmoil, is toxicness, drama, and negative energy, and they always have an issue with you and a problem, and they always being sneaky and lying on you and saying bad stuff to you and treating you bad and wrong. That it's just like you've been taking all these punches and being abused for so long, that once you finally get free and take time out for yourself to enjoy your life, is so fun and awesome. It's like, I don't care about a relationship right now. I'm focused on me. I have fun, been having fun for years, just me doing me, going to the movies, going out to eat. I done went to Orlando Universal Studios, had a great time at the amusement park by myself, planned it by myself, paid for it by myself, went on a 3-week vacation by myself and had fun, just me. Just got up every day and had fun and enjoyed myself, just me. I would have never been able to do that with a narcissist at all. So that's another thing you need to understand of dealing with a narcissist and being in a relationship with a narcissist, is that the stuff that you need to do for your life and want to do for your life, you will not be able to do with a narcissist, because they don't want you to have fun and don't want you to enjoy your life. They want to manipulate your life and control your life to cater to them and do what they want you to do and what they think you should do. The narcissists already have in mind for you of what you want to do, what they want you to do, and who they want you to be. And that's the same thing with every victim that they come across and have. it's the same thing for them, and it's which and it caters to them to like the things they like, think how they think, be who they want them to be, dress how they want them to dress, and it all about them. None of it is about you. So that's the whole thing of dealing with a narcissist, is that they're gonna want to control your life and want you to be who they want you to be, and the stuff that you would do and the life you would have and would be doing, if they set you back from that and hold you back from that, and they also set you back and hold you back from your destiny. So that's another reason why you need to break free from the narcissist and make sure that you never have another relationship with a narcissist again, because that's going to set you back and damage your life for however else long that it happened before. So that's very important to know and understand and be willing to do. So that's why you also need to be single for a long time. It's really important that you really take that in consideration and understand that that's very important, honestly. So with that being said, also focus on, and once you take the time off for yourself, loving yourself and fixing yourself back up again, and building up your self-esteem, love for yourself, and you're going to also understand what type of partner you do want and what you don't want from who you already are, and then your experience with dealing with narcissists, or that one narcissist. You're going to start to understand, okay, this is what I want in a partner, this is what I don't want in a partner, and from there you're gonna be focused, and you're gonna be educated, and you'll get that right partner, and you'll be willing to not settle and then have high standards to make sure you're gonna wait and get that partner that you do want, because the narcissist was somebody you really didn't want. It was a false self. That's why they pretended to be who they wasn't, because they had to trick you into what you want. And they know that you wanted somebody good like you, because they know how good you was. So they married you and knew who to be, knew the person that you wanted, and portrayed it to be that. So that's very important also. Okay, so also while you're doing that, you're going to get back to the core of yourself, and then also what's going to happen is that you're going to start to love yourself again and train yourself to love yourself again. And then you're going to start doing things that you need to do. You automatically going to start focused on you and start doing the things that you need to do. You might even reinvent yourself. And you're going to be aware of manipulation. Once you really get it, you'll be aware of it. And then you'll see it. And also be careful of religious and spiritual manipulators too, because narcissists are also in the church too. And the Jezebel spirit is also in the church, so also be careful of that. So go through things that you enjoy doing to yourself, for yourself. And also, as you really look at it and see, is you really do need time off, because a lot of people is they're not worth being in a relationship with. As you look around and you start dealing with people and meeting people, and you start seeing the type of people that there is out there, you start to see a lot of people are just, I want to be in a relationship with you, I want to be in a relationship with you. Don't ever go off the looks, don't ever go off who they portray to be, don't ever go off what they have or their career or their status, because none of that stuff really mean everything. So yeah, forget about all of that and don't worry about none of that, and you'll really start to see there's only one person for you, and then that person, you'll know it when you see it. You know what I'm saying? You'll know it when they see it. And so don't focus on relationship, because the relationship will come at the right time for all the right reasons, and you'll also see who you're supposed to be in a relationship. You'll know it when you see it. And start doing things for yourself, start going to do everything. Like I said, I started doing everything by myself. I go out to eat by myself. I'll go anywhere, do anything by myself. I love being by myself, having fun. I'm not into really dealing with people, because as I learned, dealing with narcissists, most people really are narcissists. If you think about who you see and you think about what you saw in the narcissist, and it was their false self, this false beautiful self of this beautiful person with morals, values, and principles, and how they are so awesome. You'll understand that the narcissist is not really they're not who they say they are. So then you'll understand, like, when you see and meet people that they not who they say they are. So then you'll kind of won't be so, you know, looking at people of how, oh, this person seemed nice. You won't be into that. So you won't be fooled, and nobody can pull the wool over your eye anymore, because it's like, I'm not even for all that. And it's a lot out there that are narcissists, and they really are false good people. Then you have the real good people. So that helps you to be like, okay, like, you could be nice, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we got fooled once. Some of us been fooled plenty of times. Some of us been fooled our whole life. So now it's like, we got the information and the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now it's like, we really know and understand that everything is not what it seems to be, and that helps you. Also, go out and do things like, you know, stay busy, stay occupied, stay focused on your life. Think about all the time you wasted on the narcissist, and think about the stuff you threw away, gave up, the stuff you stopped, how you were so focused on another person instead of focused on yourself, you know. And so that should be enough to get you to, you know, want to that should be enough to get you to want to just focus on you and care about you. It's time for you to be selfish. It sounds negative, but being selfish sometimes is not negative if you really have to be selfish to get yourself back to where it needs to be and focus on yourself. That is really a good thing to do. So it's something you need to do. For me, it was very well need to do, not caring about a relationship, not wanting to be in a relationship. And that's also something I don't want to do also either, especially 6 months ago, dealing with a narcissist dealing with a narcissist 6 months ago, that I seen all the red flags and got to see firsthand of what I was dealing with before. It kind of came like, oh wow, I see, you know, what it really was, me even knowing and learning at the same time. It really, and this was just 6 months ago, so 5-6 months ago, so it really even got me even more like, yeah, let me just, you know, I don't even care right now. I'm focused on me, doing everything I need to do for my life, focused on me and me being me. It's not even about a relationship. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. And I promise you, this is what you really need to do once you get out of the situation you in, from narcissist and narcissism abuse. So just focus on that. Focus on living your life, having a good time. Make sure you have a good time. Make sure you enjoy yourself. If you think about the narcissist, just, you know, say to yourself, remind yourself of the drama you went through, the embarrassment, the shame you went through, the guilt you went through, the abuse you went through. Remind yourself of that. Remind yourself, you know, because like I said, the devil, he give us a selective memory to only remember the good things. And dealing with a narcissist, that's not good, because that'll set you right back to running towards them like it did before. Because you like, I want this person who lifted me up and told me how much I was so awesome and put you on this great pedestal. And so and you, especially if you never experienced that before, or if you just only experienced that with narcissist relationships, you'll keep wanting that and going back and back for it. So that's something you don't want to do. So yeah, that's very important. So understand that and practice that, you know. So do everything you need to do, man. Everything you need to do for you. Don't care about the narcissist. Don't focus on the narcissist. Focus on yourself. Believe me, a relationship is all not that important when you need healing and you need time to focus on you. It's really just not all that important, really, because another relationship, while you're in the process of healing and becoming who you need to be, a relationship won't do nothing but hinder you from your process from the last relationship, because this is a mistake a lot of people make. They get into a relationship before they even over the next one, and that's exactly what the narcissist does. Relationship to one relationship to one relationship. They are already in a relationship. Narcissists are already in a relationship, another relationship, before they let you go. They just make you think and believe that they left you and then had some time off, and then they got with the person that they needed to get with. You know what I'm saying? But nah, they was with them already, you know, and they lied to the victim too. Like, yeah, I've been broke up with them. You know what I'm saying? They lied to everybody. So one victim is not special or better than the other one at all. You know what I'm saying? So and also take this experience as, it's hurtful to know and understand once you finally get the truth about narcissists and narcissism and what you've been dealing with since a child, and waking up to it and understand it. It can be painful, hurtful, because it's kind of like you had a wool over your eye. You didn't see stuff you were supposed to see, or you may not have understand it and known what you knew now, because a lot of things wouldn't have happened in your life. You would have been further, you wouldn't have went through certain stuff, and you wouldn't have to deal with the pain and agony that you had before. So it's kind of like, don't beat yourself up that you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know either. I just found out learning about this recently too. Like, it's probably about 6 months now. So, and you're not the only one. Believe me, you're not the only one. It's millions. You know what I'm saying? If not at least a billion. This thing is academic and serious. So with that being said, just see it as a great awakening, and just be grateful and happy that you at least know now, and that you can heal now and get better now, and you don't have to worry about that no more, and you got it out of your life, and that you will never let that toxic trash back into your life. Focus on that, because that's more positive than beating yourself down of how you never knew. And you got to understand that you was brought up into this. It's kind of like from day one you was born, you was kind of trained to, you know what I'm saying, fall for this. So it's kind of like you being born into a wealthy family. You just inherit certain stuff. You inherit money, you inherit fortunes, you inherit bonds, you inherit property, trust, businesses, companies. You inherit certain things, and that's basically what it was. So just don't beat yourself up about it, and try to help other people. And this is what I'm using it for too. I'm so happy that I'm kind of upset that I didn't notice before, but I'm also at least happy enough to have known, so I can stop this cycle, because this has been a cycle for me over and over and over and over, because I'm not knowing or understanding, so now I can stop the cycle. Once in my life, I can stop the cycle, and now I'm trying to help other people stop the cycle also, or not even go into the cycle and know before it even happens. So I'm taking my negative and trying to turn it into a positive, and thank you for watching and being a part of it and sharing, and I just hope that you get better, and I just wish the best for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best information I have, I'm going to give to you and let you know and just tell you the honest truth, and especially from the education of it and also experience. So, I mean, have fun, enjoy yourself, and don't worry about the flying monkeys of the narcissist. I did a video on that. Check that out. I'll be doing a part 2 of that. And don't worry about the narcissist. And don't worry about the narcissist new supply. I'm gonna be doing a video about that also. And focus on love. You know, focus on loving yourself and everything like that. So, and that help you, and everything would be cool. You know, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm having a good time. And understand, like, the narcissists don't want you to have a good time. They took that from you. So you probably on program not even to have a good time because you were so focused on fixing them or running after them and fixing your relationship. And now you gotta focus on fixing your life again, getting everything back. So with that being said, while you're doing that, keep also fixing fixing the part of the love about you. You know, have great balance in your life too. And don't like get depressed and start like overly eating and things like that, because you can easily gain weight. You know what I'm saying? And be stressed out. And so also that too. And focus on getting that negative energy and aura around you that the narcissist left on you. And make sure you just cut all ties with the narcissist, they family, they friends. If y'all share friends, if they pick the narcissist side, just let them and the narcissist have each other. If y'all make new friends together, you might have to just let them go and just roll with the narcissist, because you don't want no back and forth, because them saying how you let narcissists know information about you, block them from your social media and their friends and family. They flying monkeys. Stay alert of toxic relationships, because also this can happen in your job, your co-workers, your manager, supervisor, boss, with friends too. Friends are narcissists and toxic too. Family members are narcissists and toxic too. Supervisors, managers, co-workers at your job are narcissists and toxic too. Trust me, I know from experience. I will be doing videos on this. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, so that you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. Because I'm gonna be dropping some good videos. You focus on it is you focusing on you is very awesome. Like I said, that's what I do. And when you run into a toxic relationship, you'll be able to spot it. Or even if you don't, you'll be able to spot it early before any damage is done, or before a lot is done. You'll be able to call it early and understand it, and go do things. I mean, go somewhere by yourself. Go to Six Flags by yourself. Go to Universal Studios by yourself. Take a vacation by yourself. Start going out to eat by yourself. Start doing things by yourself, like enjoying your life again and doing things again, so that you can start getting back to the core of you and liking you and focusing on you. And that's the best thing for you, you know. So that's I might be doing a part 2 on this. So be looking out for that, because I might do part 2. And just thank you for watching. If you have any comments, leave comments. If you have any questions, leave questions. And have a great one. Thank you for watching, listening. Have a great day. Stay away from narcissist abuse. Stay narc free. Wake up with love. And have a great one. You know what I'm saying? This is Kevin Sullivan. I'm signing out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment.